Most women with mature skin check their foundation in the bathroom mirror and think it looks fine. Then they see a photo 2 hours later and barely recognize their own face. Settled into every line, shifted darker along the jaw, 10 years added. The problem is not technique, it is the formula. Most foundations are designed for young, smooth skin. Mature skin is not smooth skin. I tested 7 of the most popular foundations against the only 5 criteria that matter for mature skin. 6 fell apart. 1 held up. Starting with number 7, the 5 criteria. Line and crease resistance, oxidation stability, wear longevity, skin finish quality, and value. Each foundation tested the same way. Same skin prep, same primer, same tools, same 8-hour wear window under studio lighting, same standard. Number 7, NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, around $49. NARS has been a backstage staple for decades. Makeup artists reach for it on editorial shoots, fashion teams request it by name, and the shade range is one of the best in the industry. On a 25-year-old model, this foundation photographs beautifully. On mature skin, completely different story. What it claims: 16-hour wear, weightless coverage, luminous finish. What the test found: flip the bottle. Dimethicone is the second ingredient. The formula is silicone-heavy with a dense pigment load that sets into a satin matte finish. Within the first hour, silicones had carried pigment into every fine line around the eyes and mouth. By hour 4, the matte finish had turned the skin flat and chalky in the studio monitor. The formula is missing hyaluronic acid, peptides, and ceramides entirely. Nothing in the ingredient list that works with mature skin specifically. Who it works for: young skin with minimal texture that needs reliable editorial quality coverage. Who should skip it? Women over 40 with visible lines or texture changes, 1 out of 10. The next one had the right idea with the wrong formula to back it up. Number 6. Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation, around $34. Clinique built its reputation on being the safe choice. Fragrance-free, allergy-tested, dermatologist-developed. For women with reactive skin who want to trust what they are putting on their face, Clinique is the name that feels reliable at the department store counter. What it claims: 24-hour wear, serum infused, skin improving over time. What the test found: the formula is water-based, with a genuinely thin, serum-like texture. Blendable, lightweight, comfortable. But lightweight on mature skin means the coverage vanishes into texture. Within 90 minutes, around the nasolabial folds and forehead, the foundation had disappeared. Not creased, not caked, gone. The serum claim rests on vitamin C and salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is an exfoliant, and on already dry mature skin, it can accelerate the very dryness the formula claims to prevent. By hour 5, the skin looked drier wearing the foundation than it did bare. Who it works for: women with minimal lines who want a sheer, natural wash of coverage. Who should skip it? Anyone with visible expression lines or texture. The formula does not have the body to hold on mature skin. 2 out of 10. Decades of brand loyalty sit behind the next one, so does the same fundamental mistake. Number 5. Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation, around $47. If you have ever sat at a department store beauty counter and asked for something that lasts all day, somebody handed you Double Wear. This has been the full coverage recommendation for 20 years, and the coverage is real. What it claims: 24-hour wear, oil-free, buildable to full coverage. What the test found: 1 pass and discoloration, redness, uneven tone, all covered. The ingredient doing that work is trimethylsiloxysilicate, a film-forming silicone that creates a rigid, long-wearing layer on the skin. On mature skin that moves and expresses throughout the day, the film does not move with it. Visible cracking along the smile lines and separation near the jawline by hour 3. The formula contains no hyaluronic acid in the top 5, no moisturizing oils, no ceramides. The problem is what staying put looks like on skin with texture. Who it works for: women whose skin is still firm and hydrated, who need bulletproof coverage. Who should skip it? Women with any loss of elasticity or visible expression lines. 3 out of 10. The next one built an empire on a generation 20 years younger than the women who need the most help. Number 4. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, around $42. Fenty changed the industry when it launched. 40 shades on day 1, representation the beauty world had ignored for years. But shade range and formula performance on mature skin are 2 separate conversations. What it claims: soft matte finish, long wear, pore diffusing, climate resistant. What the test found: dimethicone leads the ingredient list after water, followed by mattifying silicones and oil-absorbing agents. On oily or combination skin, Pro Filter delivers. On mature skin that is already losing moisture, the matte formula pulls whatever dewiness remains out of the face. By hour 3 under the ring light, the skin around the eyes and mouth looked flat, dry, and papery. The formula contains no ceramides, no hyaluronic acid at a meaningful position, no moisturizing oils. It was built to control oil that mature skin does not have. I had a client's daughter recommend this to her mother last month. 2 weeks later, the mother was in my chair asking why her foundation made her look exhausted by lunchtime. Who it works for: younger skin with oily or combination tendencies. Who should skip it? Women over 40 with any dryness or texture changes. 3 out of 10. From here, the formulas got smarter. Whether they got smart enough is a different question. Number 3. MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Around $39. MAC has been in my professional kit since before most beauty influencers had social media accounts. Studio Fix was the workhorse I trusted under any lighting on any film set in any weather, which made Hour 4 frustrating to watch. What it claims: 24-hour wear, medium to full buildable coverage, oil-controlling formula. What the test found: for the first 3 hours, Studio Fix performs. Coverage is smooth, blending is easy, shade accuracy across their range is still one of the best in the business. The formula contains dimethicone, talc, and oil-absorbing polymers, all designed to keep younger skin matte and controlled. After hour 3 on mature skin, those same ingredients start pulling the moisture that aging skin is already struggling to hold. The texture underneath begins telegraphing through. Lines around the mouth deepen visually. The nose and chin develop that slightly thick, cakey buildup that announces you are wearing foundation. The formula also contains fragrance, worth noting for women whose skin has become more reactive with age. Who it works for: women over 40 with oilier skin who want dependable full coverage. Who should skip it: anyone with dryness, visible lines, or fragrance sensitivity. 4 out of 10. The last 2 foundations did something the first 5 could not. They still looked like skin after hour 4. Number 2, Lancôme Teint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. Around $52. There is a category of foundation that working makeup artists on film sets respect quietly. Not the formula in a 19-year-old's Sephora haul video, but the one sitting in every professional kit bag in Hollywood. Lancôme Teint Idol is that formula. What it claims: 24-hour long wear, full coverage, breathable and comfortable. What the test found: Teint Idol passed 4 of the 5 criteria. The formula uses a more sophisticated silicone blend than anything else in this test, with dimethicone balanced by better slip agents and actual moisturizing ingredients in the top 10. Coverage that resists settling into lines far better than the first 5 products. Shade stability held true through the full 8 hours. The color at hour 8 matched hour 1. Coverage builds without getting heavy, and the finish stays natural without going flat. By hour 6, the foundation still looked like skin on the HD monitor. Healthy, even-toned skin that looked like it belonged on the face wearing it. I have used it on 12-hour filming days. It holds. The limitation: $52 makes the value score drop. And while the formula resists settling, it does not actively respond to what is happening with the skin underneath. Teint Idol manages the surface. The skin below is on its own. Who it works for: women who want the best traditional foundation available and can absorb the price. Who should skip it: women who need a foundation that responds to their skin rather than sitting on top of it. 7 out of 10. Every week in my chair, I see the same thing: a woman wearing a good foundation. The shade is close, the coverage is there, but under the ring light, the product is sitting on her face like a separate layer. She looks older wearing it than she does without it. The foundation is doing exactly what it was designed to do: cover. It was never designed to adapt. That is the difference between Lancôme and what comes next. Lancôme sits on mature skin beautifully. The winner becomes part of it. Number 1, Luxe Color Changing Foundation. Around $39. 6 products scored below 5. Earned 7 and missed on 1 point. It manages the surface without responding to what the skin is doing underneath. What it claims: color adapting coverage, flexible wear, ceramide-infused formula. What the test found: flip the bottle. The lead technology is a color-adapting pigment system that responds to the skin's pH and undertone chemistry as it blends. Instead of locking in a fixed shade from a 40-shade range, the pigments shift to meet the skin they are sitting on. The shade that looks right in the bathroom still looks right in a photograph, in daylight, and at hour 8, because the formula adjusts as the skin's tone naturally shifts throughout the day. The base uses flexible polymers instead of the rigid film-forming silicones that caused cracking and settling in every other foundation in this test. The formula also contains ceramides for barrier support and hydrating agents that work with the skin rather than sitting on top of it. Across the 5 criteria, line and crease resistance. The flexible polymer base does not crack or migrate into expression lines. By hour 8 under studio lighting, the smile lines and skin around the eyes still looked clean. Oxidation stability. There is no fixed shade to oxidize. The pigments kept responding through the full 8 hours. Wear longevity, 8 hours, minimal breakdown, skin finish quality. This is where Luxe separated from everything else in this test. The finish looks like skin, your skin, on a good day. The kind of result where someone asks what skincare you are using, not what foundation you are wearing. Value, $39, less than Lancôme, less than NARS, and the only one in this test that passed all 5 criteria without a significant failure. I had a client try this after years on double wear. She called me 2 weeks later and said her daughter asked what she had done to her skin. She had not done anything to her skin. She had changed her foundation. One thing worth knowing, the color-adapting pigments take about 60 to 90 seconds to fully adjust after blending. The shade may look slightly off on first application. Let it respond before judging the match. I put the Amazon link in the description if you want to try it yourself. I have been doing this for 30 years. I prep women for HD cameras and close-up lenses that catch everything. This is the foundation I now reach for when a woman over 40 sits in my chair and says, "Make me look like myself." 7 foundations. 5 criteria, 6 of them covered mature skin. 1 of them adapted to it. Comment with the foundation you are wearing right now. And after this test, are you keeping it?